Well, we definitely see some lazy going on here. Lazy cat. Another lazy cat. Here's Sully. Being lazy. So hard running around, isn't it, bud? Yeah, isn't it? Oh. Our 5-month-old Anatolian Shepherd. That's right. 65 pounds and just over 5 months old. Well, welcome back to Castle Rock Farm and Homestead here. Just giving them some water. As you can tell from my shirt, I have not been lazy so far today. It's a warm one out here. It's in the low 90s, super humid, but it's my day off, so I got to get stuff moved. Um, so I decided to try something different today. We're going to try seeing what's going to happen with the flirt in a big paddock. You can see, well, no, you can't see. Now you can see where they were. This is the permanent paddock we had them in. I hay bombed a little bit over there in the corner where it was a little thin. Plus, they were eating down quite a bit, so gave them some old hay we had laying around. Just got to use it up. Wanted to get another day out of this. But yeah, look, there's not much left in here. This was all super, super thick. Couldn't even see the ground and like 3 foot tall when I put them in here a week ago. They'll go through something in a hurry. So what we did, we moved them out here. And if you notice any difference, it's quite a large paddock. Got a couple little things to finish up here. Got to set up the IBC tote house and chain the doors open on the sheep tractor there. I'm not gonna run the sheep tractor. It's just I don't really feel like moving it, so we'll just clip the doors open so they can get in and out and eat up everything in there. But so they got this whole paddock all the way down to the fence by the road there, and then you can see the netting running all the way back. We got a little corner there of stuff that I've been skipping. Had a little bit extra fence. This is where the outside of their old one was. You can see Sully waiting to get in. So I just ran it around some stuff I've been skipping so they can get back in there. So this paddock's probably 4 to 5 times the size that we've been running them in. Put them in one this big because I just want to experiment, see how it goes. We're running 2 of the nets connected to each other, so we'll see how the charger does here in a minute. If it's got enough power to power 2 of them together. Because I just ran it on the one side, kind of, well, 2 sides. I gave them all this. I haven't really grazed them out here at all yet this year, just because it's the farthest away from the house. And I figured if I'm going to get them all the way out here, I'm not going to keep moving it and moving it and moving paddocks. I'll just do one giant paddock, see how long I can put them in here for, and see what the grazing looks like, see how long it lasts, see how it comes back. With how I've been grazing them this year, we will have to go back to some of our smaller paddocks as we get back, because this is like the end of the rotation, so we're going to start back over again. It's been over a month that they've been in there, so I'll try this bigger paddock, see how it looks after they've grazed it, see if it goes any better or any worse. Maybe in the future I'll do bigger paddocks instead of all the small ones, but like I said, because of the way I've been grazing this year, once we get done with this, we'll have to go back out and start doing some of the smaller ones again, just because of the grass recovery. First one they were in is ready to go again. but it'll be definitely ready to go by the time we're done in here. So this will give them all time to come back, and then probably got to run them through here through the whole rotation one more time before winter here. All right, I see a couple things we've done here to make chores easier. So I got a gate right there, where we can come into this paddock that they were in. There's no electric running over it or anything, so I'm just going to leave that open and come in and out. And what I did was I just ran an extra hose through this paddock, and then I don't know if you can quite see it up there, right about there, towards the house. You got a retractable hose reel, so I just pull that out, connect it to this extra hose, and then I'm just going to leave this here so I can water them whenever they need it. And that retractable hose is great. Just pull it, retracts like a just like your tape measure, and goes back in. And, it's a 100-foot hose, so it'll reach all the way over here, no problem. And then just this hose I can leave out. Nothing's going to be in here for a while. So that's the first thing I've done to make it a little easier. Another thing, see right here by the sheep, I'm kind of going backwards here. It's hard to find where I'm going. Right there, we got a mineral block. It's a sheep and goat one. You don't want to use a goat one with sheep because goat ones have copper in them. Sheep can't have the extra copper. So it's a sheep and goat. It just won't get the copper that some people say goats need, some people don't. Mine have been doing pretty good. So got that in there because I noticed every time I went in, Franklin, who right there in the sheep tractor, right there, every time I go in, just starts licking my legs when I'm wearing shorts, licking the salt off. So I figured they must be needing some kind of mineral. I mean, they've eaten that down quite a bit there in the week I've had it in here. So I think they're enjoying that as well. I have no idea what it tastes like. I think it's got molasses or something in it, so it's probably a little sweet too. But we got to get in there. We're going to clip the doors open on that so nobody gets trapped, and then we got to go flip that over because I just tossed it over the fence and it landed on this door. Yes, the goats are going to mess with this. They messed with the other one while I was in with them, but these are just cheap, I don't know, $8 tarps from Harbor Freight. So gets us through a year. They've been lasting about a year. The ones the boys are in starting to wear out, but they'll make it through the rest of the year. So $8 for a year. Well, 16 per thing. Big whoop-de-doo. I'm not going to mess with that. See, we got some multifloral rows in here where they could reach it from their other paddock. It's been stripped, so hopefully they'll get rid of that in here because there's a little bit more over that way. But yeah, let's get this flipped back up. Don't want it near the fences because you can't really see it. Top's all dented in here from them hopping up on it. Keep everything facing away from that direction is southeast. It's kind of where our weather generally comes from. So I try to keep my doors away from that so the wind isn't blowing rain and everything into where they're at so they can get out of it when it's storming. Then all I'm going to do in here is take a couple, hit my head, and then this isn't like my other one will swing all the way open. This one is not. It's been a long time since I've even used this one this year, since we started running the Flird together. This one I can just use that carabiner that's on it, if I'm even in frame here. I'll have to go grab a fence post and just stake this open. I don't want anybody getting shut in here and trapped and dying of thirst or anything. That way they can come in here and eat all this stuff up in here good too. There's good forage everywhere in here. You can tell it's not as thick as where I've been running them. Like I said, I haven't run anything in this part this year, and you can tell it's still good, but it's only a foot tall and it's way thinner, where the stuff they're just in two weeks ago is already the same. This has been here all year. It's only gotten to this. The stuff they've been over like 3 times already gets back to this point in 2 weeks. So got to get them through here, graze this down, see how it looks, and then yeah, see what's the best plan is for future grazing. All right, had one of these just laying around. Cheap. I like using these for propping doors open, propping up the electric netting because they're insulated all the way down, but they're like the cheap $3. I'm just gonna stick that in front of this door just to use it like a doorstop, keep it open. See, Sully's back in. felt like he was missing out. He likes to get out and run around a little bit now and then, but then always has to get back in here with his flirt. It's funny watching him. He's been a real good dog. Said he's only just 5 months old, just over 5 months. Great, turned into a great livestock guardian dog. He watches over them. He's still a puppy. He'll chase them around and nip at them and try to get them running from him and chase and play with them. He doesn't understand that they don't play like dogs, but like I said, he's a pup. But he's been really good with them. Alerts to everything that comes around that's not normal. There you go, see him playing. But he'll just chill with them most of the time. Esther here has gotten stuck in the fence a couple times. He goes and tries to help, which is basically lay on her. Tries to think he can pull her out, but that doesn't work either. I just have to mess with the fence and get her head out. But yeah, he's been a really good livestock guardian dog. So I'm really looking forward to see what he's going to do when he grows out of this stage here where he's not harassing them all the time. It's not all the time, but see, there he goes again. Now that they got more room, maybe he'll get his zoomies out a little bit easier and they'll have a break from him. Well, sorry if the audio quality goes down. Dropped my phone and my tripod and broke the little adapter to my mic that I just got that not long ago. So I'll gotta get another one in the motor. But we're gonna finish this out. What we gotta do, we gotta get our good old Gallagher hooked up here. We know this one works. No, it's got some kick. So we're gonna hook this up and then we'll test right here by the fence, and then we'll go down and we'll test down near the far end to see if it's still hitting. Make sure it didn't push that hot line down on the oh, there we go. Woo! That was close. But no, it's not touching that. It's clicking, so I know it's on. Now we're going to see where it's hitting up here. Then we'll go down and test on the other end. So yeah, I mean, we got a long way here. So it's only hitting it about 2.93. I mean, that's enough that the goats and the sheep are going to feel it. Let's see what it's doing on the other end. Okay, we're down here by the road, good half acre away from where we were. It's still hitting the same down here, 2.4, so not much different. So you're going to feel it. Yeah, look at this, a 50 mile for a single strand. This is 284. Alright, like I said, the audio quality is going to kind of suck now with cars going by, but 284 foot fences, so what is that? 368 feet. So 368 feet of poultry netting, and it cuts it by about 2/3 from what it hits when it's running one. I mean, there's a lot of wire in these things. So just a tip, if you are planning on going with these nettings, especially the poultry, because there's more wires in it than like some of the goat and sheep netting. Gotta get the most powerful charger you can get, especially if you're going solar, because it sucks the energy fast. Alright, so we're back out here on the outside of the fence, where I can actually see the indicator. It's green, so it's not like getting a bad ground out or anything out there. Like I said, there's just a lot of fence. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, this whole thing's an experiment. Am I being a little lazy? Yeah, honestly. I was just getting tired of moving them every week. I mean, yeah, like, people do this every day, I know. But when you got, 45, 50 hours a week at work, I know a lot of you do more than that, but then trying to squeeze this in on weekends with kids' sports and church and everything else. Sometimes you just try to save where you can. Plus, I want to see how they do in a bigger paddock. I want to see how the grass does in a bigger paddock. I wanted to see how the fence does in a bigger paddock. So it's all kind of an experiment. We'll find out if I'm working smarter and not harder, or if I'm just being lazy in the long run. Hopefully it's a little bit of both. Like I've heard it said, if you want to find the most efficient way to get a job done, hire the laziest person you know. They'll find the easiest, most efficient way to do it. So we'll see how this goes. Thanks again for joining us. Like, subscribe. I know this was a pretty short video, but I got all sorts of them out there already, all sorts of things, different links. So thanks for joining us again on Castle Rock Farm and Homestead, and we will see you next time.